ain't in no game. They got me on the hot seat. Why am I on the hot seat? Eddie expectations.
Ncaa Stadium in Fort Worth. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. Horned Frogs. Onside, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Ncaa Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the Thunderbirds offense will get first crack at it here. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Makes the grab, and they get him down. And it's the Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Payne. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Firing deep. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's
finding some room. Got enough for the first. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Thunderbirds will have it 1st and 10. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Jackson will throw. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll run the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And it's the Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. The extra point here would tie the game.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Craig. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, TCU.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Unleashes one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fine play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. The Thunderbirds will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Dropping back, it's Craig. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Sweet cut there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Now the toss. Fighting off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. He's got an open man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Thunderbirds have their offense in high gear.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a play the receiver would like to have back because he was in position to make a huge play for his offense. 50-50 ball, climb the ladder. You just got to snatch it. You got to pluck it out of the air, and he couldn't get it done.
Motion from the wideout. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Craig. Wide open downfield.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got it. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have your yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And it's the Thunderbirds who will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Hawkeyes in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. As we start the 2nd half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I checked in with the Horned Frogs head coach at halftime. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
To the ground with the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Complete. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
In the red area, it's Payne. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Running inside, it's Payne. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And it's the Thunderbirds decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He did a great job that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Runs through the tackle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
Found a seam on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Thunderbirds trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Jackson gonna throw it. Good effort, but he's gonna come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. The run inside. It's Payne. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe increase. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Craig. Got it. At the 40. There he goes. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might as well stick with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. 1st and 10. From the gun. Got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And it's the Thunderbirds go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand off from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team,
Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Beavers ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's coming off a game in which he had more than 200 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns, while leading his squad to victory.
Lily.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Sellers to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Harbor. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a man. It's Harbor. Snowed under by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Kill. 180 race car. 180 race car.
A run for the quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got it right inside the pylon.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
The Beavers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. This guy's just what you're looking for. Reliable, gutty, doesn't need the spotlight, but they will need production from him in this one. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Working that left side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Beavers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the ground, it's McMillan. Might have a chance.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback will keep it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down inside the 45 at the 44. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's McMillan. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give on the counter. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
949, rock star. 949,
Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Sellers. Finds the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the run, it's McAllister. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Beavers using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Lost a throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give on the counter, and he could not get loose on the run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, you love safeties that have all the tools in their toolbox. This guy can cover, this guy can tackle. He can also rush the passer. Wow.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Brings it down on the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tuggle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Bennett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It's that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Sellers. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. To throw, it's Murphy. Working that left side now. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. On target. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Beavers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Took care of it himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Tuggle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Now back to your game in Corvallis.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Plows through the defense. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Plucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Now on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Finds his tight end. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Still on his feet at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Sellers. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the pass is incomplete.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
He wants to change this route.
Kill 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Running inside. It's McAllister.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what...
Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good...
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Handoff to the single back.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got it down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McMillan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Nolan. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's McMillan. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's in open space downfield. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The run inside. It's McAllister. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw. Got a man. It's Hunt. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Beavers using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Hauls it in. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I love when defenses understand the situation. It's 3rd and short. That ball's probably going to come out really fast, and the DB was ready for it. Threw it to the wide receiver. He broke on the football and got him to the ground right away.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Black 18, move.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. It's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! He got it, beat down in bounds.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers.